Hello guys, welcome once again. In this video I'm going to show you how to use radio button and checkboxes and group boxes with your Visual Basic Windows Form application and MySQL database. So I will give you an example. So I have in my database, in this video series I have been showing you that I have in my MySQL database a database called database and the table name called eData. And in this table I have shown you how to save data uh, in this table. So I have shown you how to save data in the column employee ID, name, surname and age, right? So employee ID, name, surname and age. And suppose I want to add one more column data for gender now. So this is the new column data I want to enter, and I want to enter the data on the basis of the radio button selected by the user. So let me show you what I want to implement. So I want to take a radio button from my toolbox. So I will search for the radio button and 1 and radio button 2, and this radio button will represent the gender of the employee. So I will change the text of this radio button as radio button for male. This should be male, and the radio button for female. Okay, all right, female. And I will also change the text on the name of this radio button as radio button female and radio button male. Okay, now what I want is, let me run the program, and I want to show you the behavior of these radio buttons. So when I select this male here and when I select this female, you observe the behavior of the radio button. I can only select only one option out of two radio button at a time. So this is uh, the behavior of radio button. And I also want to show one more thing, which is the group box control. And suppose I will take some radio button here also inside the group box. So just take a group box and take two more radio button inside the group box, and take two checkboxes also in this group box, right? It's one checkbox and two checkbox. And now when I run the program, you see here, when I select these radio button, only one of them is selected. And in the group box also, when I select one radio button in the group box, this out of these two radio boxes, only one radio button is selected. But this does not have any effect on these radio button. So in any group box, so your form is also a group box. So in this form group box, you can add a radio button, and you can only select one radio button at a time in the form if you don't use group box. Otherwise include them in the group box. Okay, and when I select these checkboxes, you observe that you can select multiple checkboxes at a time. So this is the basic difference between radio button and checkboxes, that you can select only one option at a time from the radio button, but you can select multiple options using checkboxes. Now to the implementation part, I will just delete this group box for now. And what you want to do is, for example, I want to save the data clicking this button. So for now, just select this male radio button and double click it, and go at the top, at this top, and where you have this public class form2 declared, and we are going to declare one more variable here called dim gender as string. Okay, and this is our global variable which will contain the gender of the employee. And just copy this gender and once again go to this male radio button and double click it, and just write gender is equal to, and the double quote just write male. And same thing do for the female radio button, just double click and just write gender, which is your string variable, and just write here female, which is like this. Okay, now what you want to do is, in the video number 6 of this series, I have shown you how to save the data into the database using the save button. So now I have one more column to add. So earlier I was showing employee ID, name, surname and age, how to save them, and now I have one more field to save, which is gender. So in here, this all code will remain same, and if you don't know this code, just go to the video number 6 and just see what I have done there. And in this code, I just need to change one query here. So one line of code here. I will change this query variable. So just write insert into database dot edata, which is my database name dot my table name, and in the bracket I have written employee ID, name, surname and age, which are these column title of the MySQL database. Now I want to add one more column, which is gender. So I will write here comma gender, and then write outside this bracket, just write value and make one more bracket. And I have given the text of the text boxes. So these text boxes, whatever user enter the data in these text boxes, it was coming here, right? So I have the text box for the employee ID, name, surname and age, and at the last, just go at the last of this code here, and you just need to just give this gender variable here. So just give comma before this bracket, right? Just this, give this comma, then this double quote, and in between just give this and sign, and in between just give the variable name which you have declared above, which is gender. So just copy this gender from here, and the save button in the query down, just paste at the last here. So now your query looks like this: insert into database dot edata, which is my table name, and in the bracket just write that column name for employee ID, name, surname, age, and new column we have added as gender. And outside this bracket just write value, and in the bracket just give the text which you are getting from the text boxes for employee ID, name, surname and age, and we have added one more field called gender here, right? And now when you run the program, and let me open my database table also. So right now I have employee ID up to 15. I want to add employee ID 16, for example. So I will give here 16, some name, some surname and age, and for example the employee is a male, and I click the save button. My data is saved, and when I refresh my database, you can see here this gender field is also filled now. Now for example I want to add one more employee, which is a female. So some name, some surname and the age, and she is a female, and I save the data in the database, and I refresh my database, and you can see here the gender is now female. So in this way you can use radio button with your Visual Basic Windows Form application and MySQL database. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment and subscribe.